Hello everybody and welcome to episode 23 of Cyberpunk 2077, and we're going to pick up right where we left off, which was just after the finale of the Phantom Liberty DLC. Now I think that's going to take us back into the main part of the city, so were I to guess, we'll probably spend this episode doing some side gigs, but then resuming some main story missions. I don't truly know, and I do think that based on the new title screen, we'll get a new intro here, so let's see what we have.
Hello, Night City. Hey, how about a little storytime fun? Now, once upon a time before the dark, dark days of the data crash, Militech built itself a secret underground city within a city. Our city. That mysterious complex of underground bunkers, dusty storage rooms, and murky laboratories was where they forged a cybernetic weapon that could shift the course of history. You really believe that fairy tale? A secret military project right under our feet and under Arasaka's nose? Please! Just another urban legend, I say. But what if there is a grain of truth to every legend? Well, as always, stay tuned. Your man stands here with his finger on the city's pulse.
All right, and as we get in here, hello to Debauchery. Debauchery, I hope that you've had a great Saturday so far. Oh, right, we were going to do the brain dance. Can I, like, turn this off for now? Hold on. And we did already talk with Johnny Silverhand, so we got a brain dance from Alex, I think it was. Oh, Johnny's gone. Debauchery, how is Black Myth Wukong? I've been able to catch some of your streams. It still looks very, very challenging to me.
Wow, es mucho más hermosa en persona.
Incredible! Just dazzling!
You guys, this is the stage show I didn't get to see. Okay, we might wait a second. Just in case enjoying that winds up getting the VOD muted and we need to do a second intro, maybe we'll give it a second here as we get out of it, because sometimes it's not super precise on when the music stops. But no, I didn't get to see that when we were there, partially because we were on duty, and secondly because I was a little bit worried about it getting muted. And so we'll find out, but I'm glad that we have a chance to experience that show this time from sort of like, you know, front stage. So yeah, no, that was neat of Alex to give that to us. I didn't feel good about what happened to her before, and now I feel even worse. But oh, you know what we didn't do when we got home? Let's just take a quick shower. But yeah, I'll got another quick intro when we get there. Hello to Czar! Oh, and thank you for the follow to Silverhand V6. Czar, I did see that you were out of the week from hell. Oh, and also, Debauchery has been very much enjoying Black Myth Wukong. Says that if you get really stuck, there's a power leveling spot in Chapter 1 where you can go. And also says, you know, hey, it's certainly very challenging, but never unfair. Is sort of like the rapid fire version of it. I cannot believe how many of these iconics I still don't have. But whatever, we're not going to get too caught up on that. It was shower time. Yeah, we hadn't like had a chance to get clean in a while. I noticed that Johnny Silverhand is back. Let's just... Oh, wow. Okay, so... Yeah, I was going to go downstairs, but now I want to talk to Johnny Silverhand, so this has probably been long enough. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 23. Just in case this is the beginning of the episode that you're seeing, it's because we watched the brain dance and maybe that got muted after the VOD went live, so we had to cut that part out. But otherwise, we're back in V's apartment. Nothing else has happened except for a quick shower, and turns out Johnny Silverhand has some more stuff to say as well.
So Rogue knew about Alt. What about Alt?
Did she know about Rogue? Antonio, 50 years in a coma, wakes up to find he's a woman. Can he forgive Manuela her infidelity? And what about his old flame, Anna Maria? Her fire smothered as she lingered helplessly in virtue space.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Fuck me, V. So do I.
We've heard his Manuela fan fiction before, though. I feel like we've had this conversation with him.
Probably not how you pictured your grand reunion with Alt.
I knew she'd change, transform. All started when she went Silicon, hit the net.
You've changed too, you're someone else.
I've had fuck all to do with it. Alt's out there, fractaling, globulating, becoming a bigger and better AI. And I'm here shriveling, spending time with you.
Oh, you're bitter.
Thought we'd talk, truly, madly, deeply, like we used to way back when.
To fix what you busted, or to prove something to her?
More like prove myself wrong. Dead wrong when I told her we had nothing, were nothing, and shared nothing but sex.
It was long ago. Talking decades.
Not to me. Don't forget, I've spent the last 50 years stuck in my head. Have a nice night, V.
You too, Johnny Silverhand. It is 9 a.m. Okay, so let's head out. We have got something happening here. Hold on. V, we know you took some interesting items with you from the Heart of Darkness. Prototype crafting blueprints developed at Sinashore, a rare chipset with even rarer anomalies. Worry not, we do not intend to take them back. On the contrary, it is encrypted with symmetrical algorithms that predate the data crash. We can help with that. Oops, hold on. You will go see a netrunner who will decrypt the chipset. You are acquainted with one another. In fact, we deem not insignificant. Her compensation and pledge of secrecy have been taken care of. You will obtain a functioning device from her, a lethal miracle of technology. In exchange, the device will stream data to us. This will not affect your life in any way, or rather your attempts at staying alive. We have transmitted coordinates. Let's, we're not going to get the answer to this. But before we go, Solid Chrome Hickey, thank you very, very much for the resubscription. 24 months. That's amazing. 2 full years. I deeply appreciate it. Really. We think you know, and if you do not, then that should not be your worry. It is one of the billions of scraps of information preventing you from taking action. What matters is what we offer you, technology that nobody else has access to. I had really hoped I would be able to ask some of those other questions, because I never once expected to get the, who are you? Okay. Well, actually, we will go visit with the Netrunner. And although it says 50... Wait.
We should talk. Face to face.
Gonna stretch it out over 2 more.
Nova, heavy hearts, here I come.
And don't drag your feet. You won't be disappointed.
My, aren't we confident today?
Got another dry, sun-filled week coming your
Okay, well, I feel like we should go meet with the Netrunner first. Which, fortunately, the line has now completely disappeared. I'm pretty sure it was delivering us to the elevator that's right around the corner here. Hello to Samlander and Grumpy. Also, Debauchery had said some of the bosses are pretty unfair. But I did also see that he said that, like, once you sort of learn them, you can, like, work around their patterns and stuff. I like that the combat looks like it's pretty quick. Sometimes when I see people play, like, oh gosh, give me a second. Some of the actual, like, From Software games, the combat can be very methodical, and I typically enjoy, like, a faster pace to it, which is one of the reasons that, like, Sekiro looked pretty interesting. But yeah, Black Myth is on my list to maybe check out in the future, and I really appreciate folks like Debauchery being able to stop by and give some vision into it. Yeah, Grumpy, Samlander, Solid Chrome Hickey, I hope you guys have had a great Saturday so far. You missed the stage show at the beginning. It's conceivable everybody did. So, meet with the Netrunner, though, seriously. Can I... The end of that is meet with the Netrunner, but I wanted to look at the... Okay, let's set it to any other thing, and then... Here we go. That's what I wanted to go do. Now we've got our yellow line. All right, let's... I don't even know what vehicle it would be. It has been a bit since we've... Oh, you know we haven't driven in a long time? Let's get our red car. That one. Czar says, Black Myth is like the new God of War games, but with Souls-like difficulty. Well, I've only played the more recent, like 2018 God of War. I've not yet played Ragnarok. That one is actually one that I'm looking forward to trying out sooner rather than later, because we did pick it up on a sale a while back, and I've just been waiting for space in the schedule. But I had a very good time with the previous one. Expect that to be true for the next. Alright, we'll just get around this and... Okay. As long as I didn't hit the cop, that really would have, I think, devolved into having a big street race, which... I am more interested in making this rendezvous with the Netrunner. And then going to go do a gig or two. Oh, I feel like I can get up there another way. Can I jump this high? Do we know? Well, I can definitely jump that high. Here.
V, it's been quite some time. What can I do for you?
Was told I could count on your help with the behavioral circuit.
Mm-hmm. I did receive instructions. My help has been paid for already. May I see the component? Perhaps I can do something with it.
Well, I guess I'll just wait then. I could go do something else, but it's 9:30. Let's see how long this goes.
Okay. Waiting.
Basically, I'm a little concerned that if I don't wait
Usually,
here...
I don't ask customers what they want to do with the tech they bring me. And I will also not ask this time. But... this comes from a place that should probably be buried under a fat layer of concrete. The algorithms that run this circuit. I have seen the like long, long ago. You should not let Netwatch catch you with this. I'm serious.
Oh. I'll be careful. Thanks.
Use the decrypted component to craft a single item, Erebus or Militech Canto Mark 6. Well, thank you. All right, well, let's take a look. I don't know that I want... Well, okay, you know what? I'm going to save it before we do anything. Save. Sure. I feel okay about overwriting that. All right, let's check our crafting materials, crafting options. Okay, it was Erebus, or what was the other one? Oh, wait, it's on... I can look in the thing. Erebus or Militech Canto Mark 6. Hold on a second. Well, there's Erebus. It's a power submachine gun. It's okay. I don't know. That would take my thing. And then Canto Mark 6. Oh, there it is. So... Oh, well, see, this is the Blackwall Gateway quick hack. I don't know that I'm super married to getting either of those. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to use this to replace my current cyber deck, and I don't know that I'm going to use this. I guess I'd rather have this, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to think about it. I will do this quest later. I do like submachine guns. Now, let's check our journal, and we're going to... I feel like I've been doing so much with Mr. Hands, and we just left there. But maybe that's all the more reason to do it now. Let's find our way to a... Yeah, there's a quick travel station right here. We're gonna bamf over there and see what Mr. Hands wants. Like, the whole, like, I'm a hacker and I do all my hackering makes me think that that cyber deck would be pretty cool. Like, it seems like a pretty potent unit. Oh, there it is. At the same time, I really like the cyber deck that I have right now. Maybe I'll double check to see what kind of like RAM upgrades, like what's the total amount of RAM. But if I'm reading it correctly, it's only got 4 quick hack slots, and I use everything in my deck and frequently would like to have access to more. Zara is saying that the combat in the OG God of War trilogy is way different from the Norse God of War games. Yeah, and I like them both a lot. Like, I enjoyed that original trilogy and played it actually fairly, comparatively recently, like compared to most people that played them right when they came out, not super recently. Well, see, I want everything here, so we are going to have a difference of opinion on whose stuff that is. Okay, so now this is my stuff. Is everybody cool with that? All right, good. Oh, and there's a thing right here as well. I didn't even see this. Awaiting your signal. Following the death of Colonel Hansen, our organization now finds itself in a dire situation and at a critical crossroads. Your commander, Lieutenant Colonel Bennett, excels at one thing and one thing alone, doing the dirty work. But being the leader of Bargus requires more. His reign would drown Dogtown in blood and destroy what Hansen built. It's not too late to choose the right side. I am unsurprised that there's a civil war going on in Dogtown now. If you're reading this, consider what you stand to lose and, more importantly, what you stand to gain. I don't need to remind you whose hand steers Bargus' finances. It is a hand that gives, not one that takes away, provided you make the right choice. Join us today. Tomorrow might be too late. That's from Jay. If Debauchery's still here, the other question that I would have about Black Myth is, I've seen people up to and including like Red Run Gaming express a lot of frustration with the traversal controls. Like, you made reference to it there, Debauchery, about, is this safe for me to go, or seems safe enough? That when it comes to like the game doing like platforming stuff, it simply lacks the precision of movement to make that feel good, and there's a lot of like, you know, suddenly getting knocked off of ledges, falling off of cliffs, dashing too far, dashing not far enough. It just sort of lacks that precision, and the combat has a tendency to reposition you as well. The combat has a tendency to like carry you forward a lot, for example, so people have found that they're slipping off. But I haven't played it, so I would be much more interested in the opinions of someone who has. Okay. Normally we've gotten changed when walking in here, but
Lizzie Wizzy. Here.
Screw it. They know me in here by now. As they should. Actually, ideally, they wouldn't know me at all. That's how I would want to live as V, and how
Dogtown
I prefer to live my actual life, which is
imagine it.
Oh, please, brother. He a common thug. Not even that.
mostly passing
no more.
unnoticed.
Worm food's
Okay,
worm
hopefully.
food.
Wanna wind up like him?
It is here, yeah?
Ah, at last. I lacked the time to brew tea. My apologies.
Face to face again. What's changed?
Everything. And that's what we'll discuss. Kurt Hansen, a man of many hats. A criminal, dog of war. To mine eye, an entrepreneur. And business suffocates in a vacuum. Vultures circle the Colonel's corpse already. The enterprise he built must choose a new leader. We will make certain they choose correctly. The Shard, please insert it.
Uh-huh. And why is it we care?
I take the long view of Dogtown's well-being. You care for short-term profit. Should Dogtown drown in blood, neither is achievable.
Let me guess. Got a successor all lined up, don't you?
Lieutenant Colonel Bennett, one of Hansen's most loyal, commands respect, is capable of rallying a strong base. The logical choice, this gentleman soldier. Alas, he has competition, a man named Yago. He's starting from a lower rung but has high aspirations. He's already begun seeking outside support from the Voodoo Boys. You will meet with Yago, you will convince him to back down.
What's Bennett's story?
Ex-Marine, took part in Operation Midnight Storm. He never questioned orders, didn't serve for glory or medals, loyal from start to finish.
Yago not up to snuff? Why?
He's an accountant, no soldier. Kept Hansen's books for him. V, you don't win hearts by counting numbers.
Okay, I'll handle that.
No, you won't. But Aguilar will.
You lost me.
Hansen remained on top because he had the contacts to stay afloat. Most important among them was a Cuban cartel. Enter Aguilar, a merc assassin from Havana, a living legend. Every time someone in Havana lights a cigar, Aguilar extinguishes a life somewhere around the globe. I'm lucky to have her behavioral imprint on hand. You're lucky to have experience with the tech already.
Merc assassin, huh? Color me curious. Anything else I ought to know?
Real name, unknown. Body count, unknown. Conservative estimates put it in the dozens. Per continent. Rumors, perhaps. but rumors often make for crowning arguments in negotiation.
Let me summarize. Need me to assume Aguilar's identity?
Have a chat with Iago. Talk him out of any silly ideas he might have. Child's play.
Okay. All's crystal.
I've prepared a shard with helpful intelligence. Also a weapon, the same Aguilar uses. Help yourself to both.
Interesting piece of iron.
Custom made. A unique and highly persuasive tool. Time to kick the tires, V. Suit up and take the imprint for a whirl.
I thought that it would be a lot more prep, like we'd have to go, like, put on Aguilar's suit. Okay, well, you turn around then. Well, I'm gonna stand over here then. Oops. Also, Debauchery is saying that outside of one area in Chapter 3, he really hasn't had any difficulty with it. Okay, looks good to me. With the traversal mechanics. Look in the mirror. Is that here?
Do you feel the difference?
Seriously, Hans? You make me your guinea pig for untested tech? Thought you valued your well-being more than that.
Better than expected, V. Or rather, Aguilar. You'll make a strong impression on Iago, too. A trusted source tells me he's to meet soon with a delegation of the Dogtown Voodoos. I'll forward the coordinates.
Complete Contempt looks a lot like Bored Now.
V, our business grows cold.
Okay, well, check out all my different facial expressions. I don't often get to be this person.
Whoa.
I care not at all for how you handle the Gangoons. As you will. I have only one request. Iago withdraws his candidacy. Once you've shown him reason, call me. And remember, my district's future is riding on this.
Don't worry. Won't disappoint.
That is the hope. Good luck.
I figure if at this point we have to tell Mr. Hands not to fuck us over, then we shouldn't be doing this job at all. Also, if he were inclined to fuck V over, then telling him not to would not have any impact on that. Like, he's not going to be swayed by her threats. He's just not that kind of guy. In other words, just like at this point, we should be able to trust him that he's not setting V up in a way that he's gonna, like, go back on his word. He should know that if he were to go back on his word, he would have to find a very, very deep hole to live in for the rest of his life, because V would absolutely go get him. What are we doing now? I don't know why I'm being invited to interact with this person. I'm just gonna walk away from this. It doesn't seem relevant to this quest, and right now we should be traveling kind of on the QT. Oh, remember the episode where we found out that there's a handbrake? I still haven't been pushing that button. And right at this moment, I don't remember what button it was. It was either A or X. I think it was A. Do I know about the blinking green icon? Asked Llewellyn. Probably not. In that I'm trying to think of any blinking green icon that I've seen at any point in the entire game. I don't think that I do, Llewellyn. And I would think at this point I'm probably on board with learning. It's like if there's a big thing. Also, you guys, we have like an XP bonus. I'm going to assume that that's from having slept, but I don't know where I would check to see exactly what it is. Maybe character. No. How about stats? We're 50 street cred, 74% visible to enemies, 71 RAM recovery rate in combat, and I don't see anything that explains that XP thing. Oh, maybe under other? Oh, maybe we're on other. Wow, my mitigation chance is 26%. I honestly thought it was 50. I thought that we had it like at 50 as a stock. There's one in the mini-map prior to getting in your car. It's a pretty big thing. I'll have to keep an eye out for green blinking icons on the mini-map.
Time to go Cuban.
Hold on. Body of a young Haitian woman. Next step to reach out to the Voodoo Boys. This is quite the novel. Yeah, I'm not reading all of this. Yeah, I'm sure it's great. Okay. Let's activate imprint and wait. Llewellyn says it would explain why that person on the street was hostile in a non-spoilery explanation. I'll have to head back there and check it out. Find a way to get rid of the Voodoo Boys. Well, I can think of one, but let's see if we can find a less violent one.
Allez, ça c'est pas territoire.
Get the fuck away from here.
Wow, okay. I really thought, oh, you guys, I cannot. Okay, so I cannot do scanning at all.
Probably not a good time to take Aguilar for a walk.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking Aguilar for a walk. I thought that going in and like, I thought that they would at least ask like, who are you? Okay, wait for Yago. Well, Yago might be kind of mad about this. Like, do I have someplace to put all these corpses? This is probably not worth doing. Like, the game isn't telling me to hide any bodies. Yeah, I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing this then. Yeah, I thought, you know, I'd come up and say, hey, go fuck yourselves. And they'd be like, at least, like, surprised enough to be like, okay, I gotta hear this person out.
Gotta wait for the man.
Out in the open. Ah, want a face-off, do you? Aguilar, you saucy senorita. There they are. Gonk's got no clue what's coming. Think I'm gonna shed a tear.
Something ain't right, boss.
And you are...
I answer with my own question. Do you know what happens when someone in Havana lights a cigar?
Somewhere in the world, Aguilar takes a life.
So they say. Do you know what else they say? That you have angered the wrong people. We know of your plan to oust Bennett. We know of your new allies. The Voodoo Boys? Poor choice. My superiors follow Christ, Iago.
I never intended any disrespect. What happens now?
Wait, okay. So you will resume your place? Sounds to me like you're going to stop this bid and go back to your rightful place in the organization, and you're going to stop this bid for command. That's what I think it means, and that's what I'm going to select.
The chain of command. It is a concept you know. If just one link fails, the chain breaks. You will lay your ambitions to rest. You will resume your place in the chain and hold firm.
Charlie!
Think you're hot shit? Prove it.
Oh shit! No. You... So the legends are true. Point taken. I'll back down. But there's something you should know. Bennett is Arasaka's pawn. They aim to control Dogtown through him.
You have proof of Bennett's deception, I trust.
Know where to find it. He goes to the city center often, Republic Way. The building's a front, occupied by a dummy corp owned by Arasaka. As to Bennett's biz there, ask him, press him. You'll see him right.
Plot thickens. Once they're gone, uncloak for your face melts like Scott Choco.
I'm used to heat, literal and figurative. Worry about yourself, rocker boy.
Guess you ought to keep hands in the loop. Or we could see what his favorite son's cooking up with fucking Arasaka. After all, Dogtown's future hangs in the balance.
Well played, Aguilar. High five, mi hermana Cubana.
I may not have done everything that I was supposed to. And I think I tried to save, but it was like, maybe I didn't. Because Llewellyn was recommending saving before doing that. V, I thought you should know we secured Alex's body. She's coming home. I also left behind a small memorial for her at the Columbarium. Given her service record in Night City, I felt it was the right thing to do. Maybe you'll feel like visiting one day. Appreciate the heads up. No, I'm sorry about Alex. I really am sorry about Alex. I didn't feel good about any of that. Wish I could say how long it'll take before I think of her and so me without my throat clamping shut. Till I only remember our time as partners, as friends. But my mind, it's still all static. That's the job. No, I have too much damn respect for Alex, for so me, even for you, to dismiss their lives so easily. One more thing, V. I was hoping we could have a word. Swing by the basketball court. You know the one. I'll be there. Sure. Also... Okay, so... Hold on. Call Mr. Hands. Yeah, we're not done with this yet. So this is where it is. So we could call Mr. Hands or meet with Bennett before Kurt Hansen's wake. Okay, let's go do that, because... Look, you guys know how my V rolls. She gets hired to do a job, and then she does that job. I could very much, like as far as I'm concerned, V doesn't care about this at all. V is completely disinterested in who runs Dogtown, because unless V gets her own business sorted, she's dead in T-minus question mark days. Like, what difference does it make to V who's in control of a district that she never even went to before she was trying to find a cure for this? That said, she does take pride in her work, and also I want to see the story. So I think we're going to go meet with this person, with the logic being that then we can present to Mr. Hands all of the information. And if Mr. Hands says, I don't care about that V, I'm not interested in... Like I know that he's in Arasaka plant or whatever. Okay, that's fine. Just thought you might want to know, and if you do, you do.
Attention Dogtown. This is bad. Colonel Kurt Hansen is dead.
And as far as reloading through choices, or like to undo choices, I absolutely will do that.
Our colonel went out the way he
Oh boy, is that guy going to be shouting over the loudspeakers?
motherfuckers took him out. Oh, hell, party.
I absolutely will do that in an event where either a choice that I make bugs, or I actually strongly, fundamentally understood what I was choosing. Like, it's not that if I make a choice and I don't like the outcome, I typically am going to go deal with that. If I make a choice and I like strongly misunderstood what it was that I was choosing, like what the option was, that is where, on occasion, I will reload past that. I want to say that that has not happened during this playthrough, and probably very few, but every once in a while I'll be like, whoa, hold on. When I said thank you, I didn't think that I was going to pull out a gun and shoot the kid, okay? Hey, that's not what I meant. I meant reload if you chose wrongly because it's not clear, says Llewellyn. Yeah, like I could conceivably, but I don't know, I felt pretty good about how that went. Oh, and by the way, that is the example, or like an example of why I paused there to say, hey, here's what I think this choice means, but if it's like, basically what V would not do, and what would be completely out of character, would be for her to meet with Iago and then say, you're doing a great job, keep at it. Like, everybody that's watched more than 15 minutes of this playthrough knows that that is completely foreign to the way that this V does her business. Okay.
This is too much.
Sorry, just really want to get past that guy. So that's why I pause and say, well, I think I know what I'm saying here, but if it turns out that the reality is something different, then I reserve the right to reload that. Apropos of nothing, there was like in a discussion forum that I was reading, some people had posted some footage of like one of those reshade mods that are out there. This sort of like desaturates and relights the scene here in Cyberpunk, and some of the realism mods are just absolutely unreal. Like, it was all outdoor stuff in the sun that I saw, so I don't know how well that mod would hold up inside a dark interior, inside a brightly lit interior, during active combat where there's a whole bunch of like weapon effects. Like, sometimes it can be really nice for like, I just want to drive around, but then it throws off the visual communication of the game in a way that like, oh, that's not gonna... And other times it's awesome, you know? So I usually play my first playthrough of anything completely unmodded, but in the event that I ever revisit this game, it might be a cool thing to look at some of those reshade mods. By the way, Llewellyn, I hope that you also have had a nice Saturday. Yes, Saturday. It's been an unusually structured Saturday, but I'm very pleased to say that it's day one of a 3-day weekend. Yeah, like, we wound up not knowing how busy it might be later on, because, you know, people might do barbecues or something. We actually went to like the grocery store today, so that's sort of like, it's just all those little things, those parts of your normal routine that get thrown off a little bit.
Nighttime Aguilar had a word with Bennett.
Activate the imprint and wait. Okay. And I did pause it on the way in here. Or save it, Dirk.
Set sail for flavor with Capitan Caliente.
别在充满官僚的巨人身上浪费你的才华，浪费时间帮助你打造更好的职场。
Ain't our guy that. Probably his hustle. Take him out now, just in case. Save yourself the headache later.
By the way, if I ever, wait, deal with his driver, can't I just talk to his driver? Does everything have to be just shoot somebody in the back of the head? Hello?
No, no, no. Back away, now.
Okay. Well.
Got in trouble.
Tell you what Aguilar do. Dump the body, stat. Then wait for Bennett in the ride. Get the jump on.
I was already with you on dump the body. And also to explore the tackle box. We got a crystal decanter.
I think we're on the same page. They agreed to back me. 2 unmarked tactical units in Dogtown.
Gordon, let's roll. But what a grind. Japanese suits have their neckties tied so fucking tight. Wait, who? Oh fuck, Aguilar!
Was it good, your meeting? The one I was not supposed to know about?
Aguilar, please, listen to me. I know what this must look like. This fuckhead Yago.
Your accountant.
He's trying to cut me out. Arasaka's promised to have my back. All they want in exchange is access to our smuggling routes.
No. What they seek is control of your smuggling routes. Only a fool would think otherwise.
I'm out to secure the future. For my organization. For your bosses.
And if Yago was not a problem, perhaps I've spoken to him already. Perhaps he has realized the error of his ways.
A slippery leech, that one.
I know a lie when I hear one. I know Yago did not lie. He will support you, as will I.
Well, now that's a different story. 1 Cuban in my corner is worth more than 10 Arasaka boardrooms. Agreed. We have a deal. I'll forget about the Japanese. One last question. Where the fuck is my driver?
You should forget about him, too.
But I don't know how to drive. I feel I have no questions.
Aguilar. Time for a breather, though.
Aguilar walks in, completely different person walks out of this little garage. Yeah. Now, I have to note, we're pretty far off book right now. Like, Mr. Hands might be really mad about V doing this. Maybe Mr. Hands wanted Arasaka involved in this.
V, have you made progress? Has Yago reconsidered?
Has indeed. Also, Voodoo Boys are out of the equation.
Splendid. Have you anything else to add?
Yep. Met with Bennett, too. Man's a sock puppet. Sokka's hand up his ass. Don't worry. I pulled him off, ironed him out. For good, I hope.
It's not something I asked you to do. But I do appreciate it. Bennett is still superior to Yago as a candidate.
What now?
Time to pay tribute to the fallen. Aguilar will attend Hansen's funeral service and ensure a smooth transfer of power.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you expect trouble.
Such events can trigger geysers of raw emotion. No 2 people grieve alike, and rarely rationally. Ceremony and wake both at the Black Sapphire. Aguilar should enter without a hitch.
Got it.
Le roi est mort, vive le roi. Good luck, V.
If that was still on screen, I might get some of it, like Morta's death, for example, but no, I didn't. I don't know what that means. All right, let's go to the Black Sapphire. Now, the Black Sapphire is all the hell way back in Dogtown, right? Oh, yeah, and look where we are. So, I'll tell you what, since we're here, why don't we go there in a minute? I'm going to do this gig. Who knows what you might find. And then we'll go down there. Just park it right there. But yeah, that mystery vehicle where the woman was getting touchy, that was outside of V's place, wasn't it? Or maybe it was the Black Sapphire.
Some biotechnica big shot. She's holed up in a Corpo hotel. Security's tight, and I need me a merc who's up to the task. Anyway, know you like a challenge. Deets attached.
Hey, no problem, Vito. I'm right here. All right. Chick's name is Joanne. Are we gonna go with Coke? Let's go with Coke. Regional Director for Tech and Development, or some shit at Biotechnica. Means she tests all the shiny new gizmos. Last little gizmo she tested, yeah, that one flatlined over 70 souls. Folks from a clan called Red Orchid or Red Ochre or something like that. Red Ochre would be an amazing name. Coke tried to dry the tears of victims' families with a few ennies. Ever tried that? Doesn't work. And decided to close the book on it. Sure enough, the book didn't close all the way. All them families pulled together to hire someone who'd give this director Coke the cordial greeting she deserves. You know, the super cordial kind that show that they really care. I'll flick you the cords and access code to the Corpo Hotel Coke is holed up in. Shoot me a word after the smoke's cleared. So I would like to kill her quiet. Because I can't think of... Killing everybody in the hotel is an option. Getting her while none of her security was ever the wiser, I feel like that sends a much stronger message. So A, F5. B, disguise. I don't hate this as a disguise, actually. I forgot that we were still wearing it. However, if we can put on our... We are Office Drone V, a completely unremarkable middle management functionary at a corporation. So, here we go. So, if I go in that way, they're going to be real mad at me. Because I am bristling with weaponry. Although I do wonder, like, what if you de-equip all of your weapons? Does that count? That's a rhetorical question for the time being.
I told you. I turned the briefcase inside out. It's not there.
Reach the 19th floor. Well, if I hop this desk, I feel like that person's going to have something to say about it. Let's... Actually, I'm not sure that I do want to flag everybody in here. Okay. Well, this will get us a whole bunch of information. Can I sit down and just look like a normal patron, or I guess I have to stare directly at the camera? A, let's turn off. B, let's camera control it. Alright, we've got a back alley with people. Front street. Different front street. Here's our camera. So, I mean, if we turn this on and start gunning people down, that gets them out of my way, but I'd really rather find a quieter way up. Oh, and also, let's 100% turn that camera off. And I'm going to turn this off as well. I'm hoping they won't notice. It seems like the sort of thing you might pick up on. Alright, and this is outside again. That security turret is off. Where's the camera that I was using a beat ago? Okay, let me ping. I just want to turn that camera off as well. Get all these off if we possibly can. Alright, otherwise, I do feel like we're pretty good here. Okay, I'm gonna F5 that. Okay, we got some good setup happening. I want to lead the mission. Uh-huh. Yeah, it'll be better that way. Uh-huh. Of course. Okay. Okay, good. Camera's off. I don't feel like I have to touch this guy. Like, again, if I can go through here without him... I mean, maybe I shouldn't, You know what? I just don't want him to turn around all of a sudden. Non-lethal, though. That way he wakes up tomorrow. He's too ashamed to admit that he got from behind. And the legend of us doing this with no witnesses remains in place. Problem with AC. I'd like to report that the AC in my room is broken. It's stuffy in here and I'm getting a weird smell. Please sort this out as soon as possible, otherwise I'll have to lodge a complaint against management. So there might be a way in the ducts, is what I'm reading there. And then this is nonsense. Surveillance system. So they're all off, so I'm not going to touch that because I feel like if I do, then the camera's turned back on. Again, it's been a weird thing. However, let's jack in with our 20 intelligence. Hello to Jab! Jab, it's been a few days. I hope you're doing okay. 5-5. I would really like to steal all of this. So 5-5. Where's our BDs at? Okay. No real ways there. How about some E9s? Okay. We can go E9, E9. Then from here, we can go 1C. Not a lot of opportunities for the, No, how about the 5-5s then? So we go E9, E9. Then we go to a 5-5. We can go to 5-5 here. Oof, with the BDs. It almost feels like we need to launch from here to even have a shot at this. There's so few BDs. If we go down here, 5-5 BD, 5-5 BD, 7A, and then from here we can go to 1C, 7A, E9, E9. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So 5-5 BD. We had to go over. Okay. 5-5 BD, 7A, 1C. 7A, E9, E9. There. We stole your crap, too. Where is this relative to all the cameras that I saw? Well, let's... So that looks a lot like an elevator, and it looks like all I need. I see no benefit at all to... snooping around very much. No, our goal is just to get up inside, so hopefully nobody sees us. Jeb, I don't know if you saw the previous episode, but we finished the main story in Phantom Liberty, and then I am not surprised to discover that there are some more follow-on quests that carry you beyond that. But it was a big finale, and I enjoyed it a lot. We had a big conversation. Like, it had credits and everything. I'm gonna F5 it real quick. The robot appears to be off. So I'm gonna act like it's not gonna come to life if I just pass near it. Aston Yates there is only one of my potential problems. He's gonna turn around any second. I hate being out here. Okay, I do not want to leave this here. Can I? So first of all, I'll take all. Secondly, let's pick him up. Now, there's no third of all, unfortunately. What I don't have is like a closet. I can put him back here behind this bamboo display. I feel like the elevator is the best place, but then if anybody calls for the elevator, kind of a problem. So we're gonna... Dude, I hate this. All right, we're just gonna put him right here. And hopefully not clip him through the geometry so that he, Well, I don't really know what to make of that, Aston. Hold on. I don't want this to be the body moving episode. How do you drop again? Q. It seems to get particularly weird if you try to drop while crouched. Hello to K. They launched season 1 of First Descendant Thursday. I was watching that while you came on. Oh, Jab has seen this game 4 times. All right. In that case, I got ending number 3. I actually don't know what number it was. I think it was Kay said that there were four endings. Kay, I hope that you've had a good Saturday as well. What the fuck? I am extremely tempted to reload. I'm just gonna reload, you guys. I'm not usually a big baby, but come the hell on. Here, right? Yeah. Yeah, a body immediately weirdly clips through the floor. By like the ankles too, so it's sort of like hovering, trying to ragdoll down towards the ground. But how was... Wait, where am I? Okay, we're here again. Mark. Okay, so I marked these guys. Let's turn off this camera. Okay. And now I gotta remember there's a camera over to my left. Okay. I've on many occasions accepted the consequences of my poor stealth skills. This time, I want to do it quiet. I think there are 5, but one of them is... Jab says one of them is you shoot yourself in the head. That seems like it would make for a short game. Or a shortened experience. Yeah, I mean, I'll say at least in my defense, it is behind a thing. It's not much of a defense since it does glow if I look at it. I clearly did not. So, and on that note then, let's see if we can camera control and find any other cameras that are... susceptible to being turned off. Really hoping to find some of these other, like, 19 cameras. Well, on the plus side, I guess a couple of the cameras are up on the roof, so that's a little harder for me to get spotted by. Okay, anybody else up here? I mean, probably. What? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's turn that camera off. Now I want to go back to this camera and turn that camera off. Cool. All right, and now we're that camera. Okay, so now we're inside again. This one I already turned off. Yep, that's the guy that we knocked out. This is down in the front room. This is... Well, hopefully it's one that I turned off, because I do not recognize this room at all. No, whatever... waiting room. Oh, this is down on the first floor, I think. And then we've got this hallway, which I don't know where it is. All right, that's the bulk of it. Let's get out of here. Okay, I'm gonna F5 it again, and we know where more guys are. I'm very paranoid. I mean, I always am, but now especially because of that. Can I turn this, close this? Well, no messages. Oops. Okay, yeah, I really like the idea of stealing everything that this woman ever owned. That got it. Jad was also saying speedrunners. What can you say? And the thing is, it wouldn't surprise me at all if that was actually a speedrunning technique. Get to this point in the game, then pull out a power rifle and ricochet it off the wall into your own dome. Neutralizer. Well, I can do that from here. Also, if I'm gonna do it, I feel like... Oh, nice. I didn't even look at this before. Mancinella. Equipped with a unique silencer. Wait, this thing has a silencer? Headshots have a chance to apply poison. After entering combat, your self-damage bonus remains momentarily active. That sounds really good. So the only question that I have is, like, I really want to shoot her in the head. I don't want to snap her neck. I want a bullet hole in her head. The whole point here is that when they find her, everybody knows you were never safe. On what planet does this weapon have a silencer, though? If this makes noise, I'm going to reload it. Hold on, F5. Done. Okay. Yeah, I want them to find a bloody-ass mess where this person used to be. Archived conversations between Dr. Joanne Koch and Dr. Fiona Vargas. Oh, we remember Fiona. She was in charge of the children's crèche there. Hello, Dr. Vargas. I'm contacting you to kindly request logistical support in order to bring my project to life. As a world-renowned scientist yourself, I'm sure you've heard of the groundbreaking Nightingale program, which I'm undertaking as part of my corporate contract. Due to the growing interest in my work among people who, unfortunately, cannot understand the sacrifice that the work of science demands, I'm looking for a temporary base of operations to continue my research without fear for my health or life. I'm certain that an outstanding specialist such as you will understand that great discoveries necessarily require the appropriate conditions which I desperately lack. So thank you in advance. Was that It's written like a letter, but also this is an archived conversation, so I guess she said this aloud? That I don't know. Dr. Vargas says, hello, Dr. Koch. Indeed, I've heard of the Nightingale program more than I would have liked. For that reason, I must politely but firmly decline your request. My professional practice has always remained true to medical ethics and the well-being of my patients, all of whom, without exceptions, have consented to undergo the care of... But they're children, though. I mean, like, good for you, Dr. Vargas, but they're kids. They can't consent. And if they don't have parental guidance or like a firm guardian looking out for their well-being, that doesn't count. Like, I feel like we're getting a little bit retconned here with Dr. Vargas. We read the medical records. Those kids were getting in like really severe physical and mental health. Hazardous. Okay. Physical and material. Fuck it. You all know what I'm saying. Respect for human life is the foundation of my worldview, which you clearly do not share. Offering you any assistance to continue conducting your research would be in direct conflict with my conscience. Please do not contact me again. All right. Well, see, the trouble is... I'm going to put her right on this nicely lighted surface. Come on. Really? Okay. I'm just saying that I really thought there was like some dismemberment that would take hold at some point. I'm not just being like a weird necrophiliac. I really wanted them to walk in and to realize that with all of these guards, all of these turrets, nothing stopped the top of her head from removing itself. Who could have done it? Oh gosh, who knows? Hold on, what is this? Oh no, that's the radio. We did the same thing to What's-His-Face. Remember Mr. Hansy? Not Mr. Hands, but remember the dude who was being awful to the women in Clouds? Oh yeah, no, clear conscience. We're good. I was actually trying to get that medical kit. Hold on. Ugh. And his body did come apart, you know? Okay, we've already been through here. Yep. Okay, so now we just have to walk out. It should be fine. We've disabled all of the... You know, as long as we walk out the way that we came in, no one is even the wiser. Robots are asleep. Can we buy a burrito on the way out? Let's stop for a drink. Oh, or do this. Really wasn't what I came here for, but 7A, 7A1C gets us a whole bunch. Jab is clarifying it is a valid ending. There's an option to do it while on a balcony. It really saves time. If you choose it, you shoot yourself in the head. Like, I don't want to, like... I want to see what Mia chooses, for example. So from here, let's leave it open. But Jab, I would never have known that. I wouldn't have known that there were more than 2 endings unless other people, like, told me. Because I felt like the ending that I got was incredibly organically delivered. It wasn't like... Okay, let me just turn around here. It's fine. The doors will work themselves out. Where it goes like into slow motion. Oh, you have a dramatic choice to make. Will it be A or B? I really didn't feel like that happened when I was like reaching parts of the game that Inner and Solid Chrome Hickey said that they'd never seen. Do we have doors again? Yeah, it wasn't like Mass Effect 3, where it's like, choose one of these different options. Okay. If I could, I would leave this guy like an antihistamine spray in his hand, like he was suffering an allergy attack and he just didn't get there in time. The most plausible of plausible reasons why he just sort of passed out. Or maybe he did get to it. Can I walk out here? I can, but there's like a criminal there. Okay. Ready? Steady. God damn it! I'm tending bar. How are you, sir?
Yeah? How's the new hand? Fucking nice.
Okay, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, Beist. Yeah? How's the new hand? Fucking nice. Something's wrong with this thing.
Okay, how much more outside the hotel do I need to be? I'm gonna go across the street. There we go.
Got word Joanne Coke bit the dust. Preen. Nothing I love more than working with pros. Gig's closed. The Eddies are on their way.
Okay. Now, we're supposed to go back to Dogtown. I have to say, there's another, or is there not? Yeah, there's another gig right here. So why don't we grab that? Besides, they're not going to start that wake at 2 o'clock in the morning. I feel like V can make better use of her time here. Sorry. Yeah, actually, speaking of, Mia was just playing some Mass Effect 3 earlier today. It was nice that we got more Mass Effect 3. Normally, her Saturdays are VR days, and those can be fun in their own right. In this case, she's on a dog sit, so she didn't have all of her like VR equipment with her. So she did a did an additional Mass Effect stream, partially on the grounds that yesterday's stream was so short. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yo, V, I need you to swipe some scrolls. Should be pretty spicy. Client's feeling generous too. What do you say? Intel attached. Don't make me beg.
So there's this councilwoman, Eva Cole. By day, she's a living nightmare for greedy corpos, pointing the finger on abuse, digging up problematic witnesses, dishing out fees and penalties and whatever. And by night, she fucks. Like a fucking cat in heat, with whoever lands on the deck of her yacht down at the marina. I'd act more surprised, but I ain't. I mean, you gotta let all that stress out somehow. So anyway, one of those corpos that got its toes stomped on wants footage of these wet and wild orgy fuckfests. They got in mind a joint screening with the councilwoman to help her see the light of a more pro-business attitude. I actually legitimately don't want to do this one. I'll send you the yacht name and chords. You fetch the footage. Oh, and I wouldn't send any of the furniture if I was you. There's more eddies to be made if you do it on this on the quiet. I don't think I want to do this. I think that V reserves the right to refuse service. Because if I go get it, it's not like there's going to be a choice to not turn it in. I'll walk away from this one for now. We're going to go to that wake instead. Like I've said, V does the job that she's hired to do, if she does anything, but why? Why do we want to get ourselves involved in that? V does not operate without a conscience. It was just like, you know, murder this unwed mother because you disagree with the morality of having kids. No, go fuck yourself. We're not doing that, and I don't understand why we would do this either. Let's go back to the Black Sapphire. And I'll like think about that, but if the reward is money and what's it called? Reputation. I feel like I have those things, right? There could be like more, you know, like elements of the story, okay, that are also interesting. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna think about it. I kind of don't like that one. Okay, we're gonna go all the way back to the Black Sapphire. Kay loves Dino's gigs, and he pays really well. I like Dino as a character. I like his voice actor, and I just... If that quest was inverted, where a councilwoman wants to be able to blackmail some corpo scum in order to bring them into line, then I'd be all about it. But let's undermine somebody who it sounds like is doing her best for Night City, and also like try to shame her for having an active nightlife. The hell difference does that make to me? I don't know what difference that would make to anybody.
You know why? Kurt Hansen, like you said, could forget.
Okay, I don't know if this announcement is really loud, but at the top of the episode, we got the chance to see that stage show with the big like holographic wings. You remember that one? So hopefully that doesn't get muted, and then it can be part of the VOD. Oh, also, we're in Dogtown, baby. We're gonna dress for success. Okay.
The final act. Hansen's wake. Enter Aguilar. Shit, V. Got me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that we were attending as Aguilar. In that case, we have to put on her suit.
Get this show on the road.
Oh, was there another flashing icon, Llewellyn? I gotta look out for this. Is it on the mini-map where it's flashing?
What will I do now?
before the end of the episode, let's work this out because I've been completely unconscious of this, Llewellyn. Like we're in episode 23, and I feel like I've absolutely never heard of this before.
Aguilar, welcome to the Black Sapphire. Hope you had a pleasant flight. Thank you for coming.
Oh shit. Time to go. Don't ask why.
So, you ready?
Johnny, we got like 89 more floors, buddy. You got any topics of conversation you feel like bringing up? You see any good movies lately? I mean, ones that I haven't seen? Because if so, that would be a really interesting story. Oh. Hello, everybody.
Human cartel?
Nope. Okay. That was my best guess on which way to go. The one says that it's timed and repeats whatever the flashing icon is.
Aguilar, in honor for all of us.
This is how you bid your leader farewell? Under the circumstance, I expected more pomp.
Pomp? Well, we did what we could. What felt right.
Take me to Bennett.
He came with extra security. Got a bad feeling.
In memoriam, Lex Luthor's eviler older father.
Aguilar, what a surprise.
I understand you've met.
Havana sends its condolences. The news of Colonel Hansen's death shook us all.
I'm sure the Colonel would appreciate your goodwill. You're dismissed.
I met earlier with the Lieutenant Colonel. We had a lovely conversation, talking of this and that. In the end, we both agreed Dogtown needs a strong leader. That leader will be Bennett. The people here heed his words, as will you, Iago.
Oh, until when? Until you leave town and he's free to stab me in the back? I want names, contacts, connections, your informants in the NCPD, everyone on your payroll.
Ridiculous.
You will prove your loyalty to me.
No, Bennett. If you would unleash hell upon Dogtown, just know this pistol will be the first hound out of it.
I don't think that's necessary.
I would like us to lay our cards on the table. That is the wild card. I give a finger, you ask for the hand. Alas, I have only an itchy trigger finger left to offer. Our future prosperity depends on a show of your goodwill. Only my personal opinion, of course. Perhaps if you do not agree, I could persuade you.
Fucking fine.
We have a deal.
Hope I won't regret it.
Havana has eyes everywhere. Behave, both of you. All of you. Or I'll be back.
So I walked in here absolutely believing I was going to have to shoot my way out. Bennett's whole demeanor said to me, I've been made. He knows that this is not, Manuela? What the hell's my name? Aguilar.
Dog eat dog world, I guess. What's that make Dogtown?
A warning to you, Silverhand, one you will heed.
Well, we got a nice long elevator ride. We got a chance to watch Predestination, starring Sarah Snook and Ethan Hawke. It was fine. Like, it's one of those movies that, like, I'll say this. I worked the whole thing out, like, really early. It was fine. It was a nice, low-budget film, and I liked I really liked the dialogue in it. I thought the dialogue was very well executed.
So, we know yet?
I thought that Sarah Snook
You're
and...
welcome here anytime, Aguilar. We'll always have it.
Curtain call. Take a bow, V. Had our fun, but it's time we send Aguilar off with a heartfelt adios.
No estoy de humor.
Deactivate the imprint.
I really feel like people are gonna notice me doing this.
Adios, Aguilar. It's been real.
Attention Dogtown. Lieutenant Colonel Ben Slade.
Call Mr. Hands. Let's take a few steps away from this whole deal first. What I was going to say is that I thought that Ethan Hawke and Sarah Snook like had like a really good like back and forth with each other. Okay.
Be ready to know how to follow.
The word is Dogtown has a new alpha.
Your Bennett's an apex predator. Gonna make a fine new Hanson.
With a sensible partner at his side, he stands to achieve more than Hanson ever could. Marvelous work, V. Worth every penny and more. That'll be all for now. I'll be in touch.
Jab was asking what movie. It's called Predestination. I want to say it's from the last year or two at most. It's not a super old movie, which is why I'm going to be a little bit vague about it. But it turns out, based on the Robert A. Heinlein? I always struggle with the pronunciation of the man's last name. But he had a short story called All These Zombies, I think it's called, which, just for the record, has nothing to do with zombies at all. Like, it actually, it's not a zombie story. It's an expression that somebody uses partway through the... Oh! Okay, yeah, let's go do this. I didn't think it was going to roll over to this, but I will absolutely go meet with Reed. To be honest, I might not have thought of doing that first, but especially since we're here. Yeah, I have not read the original short story. I did read a synopsis of it afterwards, and I have to say that, at least based on what Wikipedia says the original story was about, the movie was really close. Like, it was a very faithful adaptation, I think.
V, I'm tipping my proverbial hat. The data you procured, so interesting and valuable as to be testicle-ticklingly delightful. Stellar work.
First, gross. Second, won't ask how you're gonna use it.
As if I tell you. Yet I will betray another tidbit. I'm sending something to your mega building unit. A token of my appreciation. Till next time, V.
Hold on, Hands? How the fuck do you know where
I hope it's an enormous stone head. He's so amazing. We get back there, and the entire apartment is just a gigantic, like, Olmec stone head. And V has to sort of, like, sidle around to the side to get to her bed or the shower. So, okay, so we've got a flashing icon. I guess this, the car icon, is this what we've been talking about? Hi. So I've come here. Now, why did your head come apart? That's what I wanted to do to that lady. Okay, so now I can do this, right?
Shit! So the drones don't lie, it's you! Oh, fuck me, Lord. It's fake, gotta be.
El Capitan, you tracking me? In Dogtown?
No, not you, the car. Listen, I'll explain, but first, you gotta bring her to me. Flipping you the courts.
Okay. I think from time to time I would see that steering wheel like flashing on the map, but I didn't have any context for what it meant. Ouch, okay. So I sort of assumed it would get introduced at some point. And then very quickly I just stopped like seeing it at all. Oh, but Jad was asking time travel story? Yes. Yes, it is. Next, just a hard save. App's version of this quest bugged and he was never able to complete it. I should have done that then. I will hard save after we get there. Kay, if I can ask, would you recognize the symptoms of the bug? Like, if I'm able to bring this car to its location, does that indicate that it's not bugged, or can it come up much later in the storyline?
Uh-oh. Watch out, V. Think we pissed someone off.
Does anybody remember how to do your, So, this is a little annoying. Hold on. So we're going to... I'm trying to do this and I don't know how. So apparently we can't do that, but we could reboot optics and weapon glitch that person. And... Okay, I'm mixing up my shoot and drive buttons. Can I just stay behind them? Oh no, they're gonna slow down. Hold on, so how do you,
I saw that come a mile away. Motherfuckers won't let you go easy.
Well, I just need them to leave me alone, though. No? Okay. It makes sense. I get it why they don't just, like, let you stop the vehicles or blow it up. Okay, but no... But just go. All right, one bullet hole express.
Fuck. What shit for brains gone all this up? V, you scan this motherfucker? Gonked again. Preem looking, but useless. At least with you, it's the other way around.
Wait, what?
Ah, relax, just teasing, man. Anyway, come on.
That is
liquid, I wouldn't stand out in the rain.
This one's stolen too?
Stolen? V, you're breaking my heart.
Give it to me straight, Cap. The wheels. What's your scheme?
Got a need for speed, huh? Yeah, me too. But first, not gonna haze ya. The car you brought's looking a little worse for wear. Every scratch is a loss, you feel me? 2, I'm selling them. 3, Dogtown's full of chances, and chances are what I like. 4, you called it a scheme? Man, I prefer to call it a creative license.
You know, issues with the electronics in the Mizutani Xi'an MZ2 are usually the onboard comp's fault. Could help you out. Take a look.
Whoa, V, boundaries, please. There are certain things I don't do halfway. I'm talking my clothes, my cut, my cars. I'll handle her myself.
Wanted to ask about those speed bumps I ran into.
6th Street? Just a little biz disagreement. Better get used to bumps like that if you want to work with me.
Right. What's this creative endeavor need from me?
Gonna need you ready to grab some easy hits. Listen, I got like a gift. A 6th sense. I can tell when a ride's bored. Needs a change of hands. Sometimes I hear him calling over in Dogtown. Sometimes in Night City.
Right, and this 6th sense tells you to tell me to bring him to this chop shop?
Ooh, chop shop. Please. But, yeah, you rein in the wheels, you rake in the heads. Of course, it's all part of a larger plan. Well, picked up a tail, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Relax, we're in my hood. Let's see what they want.
NCPD, asshole. You got a license and a reg for them ugly mugs?
I don't fucking believe this. Daniels, the fuck, man? You take a fucking squad car to pick up a klept ride? In uniform?
Not the only one on his home turf, Mama. Hey, nab a Vilfort Alvarado for the top brass, too. I'll get the gear for our little plan.
Hold the phone. El Cap handing out bribes? I'm shocked. Shocked. There an honest cop left in this city?
There is. But they lay low. Don't got that fire in their eyes, you know?
Prim, thanks for the cred. Cars, deeds, and docs are on their way. You see? It's just biz. Come on, rain stopped. Okay, you just met one of our clients. So? In on the gig?
What's this plan you and Daniels mentioned?
You drive for me, and you find out. In due time. So, you taking the gig or not?
Always driving somewhere. Might as well pick up some scratch on the way. You gonna make it worth my while?
Come on, man. With El Capitan, your future's looking bright. I fix you your gigs, your fancy payouts, nothing but upsides.
Counting on it.
Sure. Let's see what tomorrow brings. El Capitan will be en contacto.
So they just said this, I might mispronounce it, Muammar will now send you coordinates for nearby vehicle contracts that are marked with a steering wheel icon. Once you have the target vehicle, the fixer will tell you where to deliver it. In order to complete the delivery, you'll need to lose all pursuers first, and don't hesitate to accept the contract. The vehicle will disappear if you wait too long. But if that does happen, Muammar will send another contract after some time has passed. Okay. I don't think I ever would have found this if Llewellyn hadn't brought it up. Assuming that he was the first. I mean, maybe somebody else mentioned it earlier, but I just was no longer perceiving those. And it's not subtle. It's a big radar pulse on the map. So, So I did see that Kay had said, no, it was the Reed mission. We're right here. We are right here. That it's the Reed mission that bugged out. So, yeah, let's drop a hard save before we do that. Kay, do you happen to remember... Because I, again, usually want to avoid spoilers, but there's an exception I feel like we can make for avoiding any sort of, like, progression blockers. Is there anything that you're aware of that should be done or not done to avoid triggering the bug? Or is it just kind of random? Also, Jav said that he did read the book a very long time ago. Yeah, again, based solely on the synopsis, it feels like it feels like a faithful adaptation of that work with some additional plot elements added in, because I guess it was a short story, and here they're gonna make it into a 90-minute movie. And by the way, it's like 93 minutes. It is a trim movie. This is not one of those where, like, how did you manage to, like, extend the script this long? I felt like Predestination moved at a pretty good clip. Like, the most confusing time travel story that I feel like I've ever seen is Primer. And I watched Primer, and, like, I was with it to an extent for a while, and then eventually I was like, okay, I sort of lost track of what's happening here. And then we re-watched it, like, a couple weeks later. I was like, no, I am no closer to understanding any of this. So I want to say that after, like, still not getting it for a bit, then I did, like, look up a plot synopsis and was like, okay, the fuck. Like, I'm just gonna have to take your word for it that these things happen in this movie. Knew I could count on you, V. Trial's over, Eric's out, and our involvement remains a secret. Solve my problem for good, I hope. I recognize the name Michael Maldonado, but I'm not placing it. And also Eric's trial. Your boy's a trouble magnet. Take care. Next time you get hustle for a job, think long and hard if you really want to withhold crucial details from hired killers. Oh, I remember him now. Okay, yeah, the dude who, like, turned confidential informant on his own son and everything. Okay. Our involvement remains a secret, right? Yeah, we had them deliver, or sorry, delete all the footage. I'm still gonna say this though. And I won't be surprised if we don't hear back. So I'm apparently supposed to get in here, and I'll be damned if I can figure out how so far. That door doesn't open. This is as well secured as you would ever hope it to be from a person who can double jump. Well, here we go. We can get something here, right? Wow, this place is geared up with cameras. Look down at the bottom left. Not a lot of external guards, though. They're all inside. Let's turn that off while we see it. The thing is, I don't even know what I'm trying to get in here to steal yet. Like, I feel like we have to breach the perimeter before we'll get a call from, I assume, El Capitan, who says, hey, this is my turf and here's what you're here for. But this is quite the facility. Look at how many cameras. Look at how many locations. There's no way this doesn't get loud. There's simply too many people. But what I also didn't see in there is like, oh, right, that...
Job just came in, V. You're gonna break into the Cytec factory and steal some designs belonging to a certain Rihanna Kumar. Surprise, surprise. Client's Kumar herself. I'm guessing you'll need to wrap your head around this one, so be sure to scan the deets.
So, Doctor, hello to you. Well, hold on, let me read this. Doctor's asking if I know of any specific videos with muted audio. It doesn't happen very often. There is one episode, but you'd have to go really far back, of Dreamfall chapters that got muted because on the radio in the background is playing like some old-timey song that I guess was like copyright claimable. That was annoying. There's one episode of Anno 2205 that got muted because it had music from Anno 2205. We had to reconfigure one episode of The Last of Us because it had music from The Last of Us in it. I'm trying to think if there were others, like any specific episode that'd be easy to find. Because like that Last of Us episode, that's not published, but I think we still have it in the back end. Rihanna Kumar used to be a top engineer at Cytec, lives in a preem house, eat organic meat, looked down on the poor, all the corporal basics. Then her little fairy tale took a twist. Cytec turned her world upside down. No more house, no more meat, but got new perspective on poverty from the other side of the fence. She enlisted us to help her get a severance package. Well, I know where she's coming from. That happened to V. Break into the Cytec factory and retrieve the data of the projects with our poor, mistreated client was working on. With that, she can turn this personal shitstorm into a new dawn for her career. Fuck, miss my calling as a poet. Anyway, most important thing is that she's paying us for the gig. Have fun. Yeah, one curious twist on... like the way that Twitch handles muted audio is that if it... Sometimes it'll try to mute the VOD in a way that the original broadcast wasn't, and then if you just recut the VOD with an extra minute here or a cut minute there, it doesn't get picked up for whatever it was mad about. And I'll just note here that never once have we ever played anything during the stream that wasn't in the game itself. So it's always been a little irritating when music is put into the game, licensed for the game, included in with the game. The people who made the music presumably wanted it there because they got paid for it and they like it when people listen to their music. And then here we are trying to play it through. Well, I definitely can't walk through this. Oh, but I can set it to friendly mode. Okay, so maybe we'll do that. Let's save it real quick. I'm going to set this to friendly mode. Boy, we are just pretending that this worked, aren't we? Hello? I belong here. Also, I have a problem with my knees, so I have to go in low. Okay, that seems fine. Yeah, the trouble is, like, 2205 is the one that I remember being in there, because it had, like, I was in the research screen, and it turned out that that had the music from the research screen for Anno 2205. So it got, that episode got dinged, and, like, part of it got muted. But as far as the episode number, like, you'd find it really quick, because it turns the play bar red for that section. And it was pretty far in. It was when I started doing the... Wow, look at how much of this I remember. I remember that it was around the time that I was starting to do the space station stuff in 2205. But, like... What is that? Okay. No, there is a collection for that. Yeah, if you go to the About tab, there should be a collection for 2205, the full, like, playthrough that we did.
About time you picked up. Told you like 5 times already, you'll get every last penny after payday. 2 weeks I was in the red because of my fucking lungs.
Okay, this guy has some health problems. We're gonna try to give him a nice nap. I have no idea if this is safe for him. Go to the factory. Done. get to the second floor. There's a camera close. There it is. Oh boy. Oh. I don't know why I'm not getting pinged by this guy. He's clearly on patrol, so we're gonna wait for him to turn around. Maybe we'll deafen and choke him out. Like the fewer people wandering around, the better. There's another camera here, by the way. I'm looking at the mini map. There's a camera right over here. Can I ping something to see it? There it is. Okay, maybe we can, like, distract this guy somehow? Roger, roger, there's nothing here. Turning around and going to do anything else with my time. Okay, so we see stairs. I'm 100% gonna get nabbed by, like, the person that I don't see. How is there another camera in here? At least I saw this one, right? Also, I like the fact that I apparently figured out how to get an XP boost by resting in bed after hitting max level. Super helpful. A+. Okay, we're gonna leave that interrogation drone. Wow, the cameras. Okay. It does look, based on the mini-map, that there is... Oh, this is a stairwell. Okay. So, this person is in my way. If we can distract that person with anything in the environment...
What the...
Okay, I grabbed the wrong guy, unfortunately. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay. Go. Close. Well, whatever. But, Llewellyn, I'll tell you what, if you determine some way to unmute audio that's lost to a Twitch broadcast, that would be fantastic. Oh, actually, now that you mention it, it's at least possible that this spot will have some muted audio. Because we listened to the musical performance at the top of the episode. Oh, and like I'm not sure if Kay is here right this second, but just for the record, if it does get muted, because Kay said that she's never seen it get muted before. I just want to note for the record, if it does get muted, no worries. Like, Kay is saying that she's never seen it get muted before. It need only happen once, and then we'll know to warn people about it in the future. But if it also doesn't get muted here, then hey, we can share with Kay and say, like, hey, if anybody else is concerned about that, don't be. So I just always want people to feel comfortable that if their experience is that it doesn't get muted and they share that, and then it does, no harm, no foul. Okay, so now do we just get to walk out? Make yourself scarce. You guys, we might actually have come in the back door here. Look at this. I'm very comfortable just leaving. Yeah, I would humbly suggest. So, wait, how did I get into this room? Because I could hack my way out here, but it feels like there's a camera right up over there. Okay, that scared me. I'm just gonna go out the same way that I came in, and yeah, that is gonna mean waiting for this guy to turn back around again. But I don't want to risk getting spotted. V, what are you doing? I just don't want to risk getting spotted by like a camera. If I go out exactly the way that I came in, then we're good. Kay says, I know from watching your Tilu VODs that apparently the giraffe scene can randomly get muted too, which is so wild. Yeah, that sucked. But again, we were able to like recut the VOD, so then it didn't get muted. But I feel like there's like an uncomfortable amount of like silence at the very end of the episode. It's so weird the way that the algorithm works, but it's like, to the extent that like anybody watches this in the future, be it on, you know, Twitch or YouTube or someplace else, we're not trying to steal nothing, man. Like, we're not here to like rip off somebody else's music. We're trying to play the game and show the music that's presented in the game. And I would think that if somebody made music that was good enough, that it got bought, that it got licensed, that it got included in a big game that we're here to play now, and that music was deemed good enough and appropriate for the tone or vibe that they were going for in the movie, that it feels like allowing it to play means everybody wins. The video game wins, Twitch wins, YouTube wins, the artist wins, the publisher that like holds the rights to the music. Everybody wins because people are going to hear that music. Oh man, that music is really good. I want to go listen to that music. I'm going to go buy that album now because I heard part of it while some jammerhead was just yakking on and on and on. Now I want to hear the music absent all of that noise, right? So everybody gets to win by hearing the music. So stop muting it.
You know, it's after gigs like this, I think to myself, shit, am I glad I got V. Keep up the prim work. Closing the gig.
Okay, this has been a lot more. I do feel like the work that we did in, you know, for Hands, I'm basically qualifying that as main story, but I would like to do some additional ones. Hold on, we're gonna go to Journal. We're gonna go see Reed now. That's our goal. Nope, this is our goal. And I do also understand that I feel like more often than not, the publishing, the record publishing companies, the music companies, are not acting in a way that is commiserate with what the artist would normally want. But every once in a while you get like one of those Metallicas or like AC/DCs that are just like zealously protective of like ever having their music in anything that they're not like currently performing live. And it's like, well, I mean, okay, but what that leads to, do you guys remember, it was a couple years ago at this point, it was like some gaming show. It was like E3 or something similar, where Metallica, I think it was Metallica, was performing live, and Twitch muted it and overrode it with like generic rock music. So you had like actually Metallica there, just absolutely rocking the house, and it was basically just like a polka that was being played over. It was the funniest goddamn thing because they didn't want to get a copyright strike from Metallica for Metallica playing music at a Metallica concert. That's how nuts it's gotten. Okay, you guys, before we go further, let's follow Kay's advice. We're going to save. I'm going to save over Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos. 4-7. Here we go. Alright, let's also... I'm not wearing this to meet with Reed. We're gonna go back to our default V. This is how we met Reed, and I suspect that we're saying goodbye to Reed. That's not what I... Although we should go to, like, upgrade some of our stuff. What I want to do is... I wanted to switch... Yeah, we wanted to go back to our regular pistol. Is it this one? No, it's Chesapeake. Although you guys, this has like a mark on it. I'm gonna guess that if we shoot things with Skippy, that we will advance a quest. That's my guess. So I want to use Skippy a little bit more.
The vast majority of murders are committed by...
Know how to follow of the course. That's all for now. Over now.
Hey, help! Please! They want to kill me!
Stop fucking yelling.
They're out of their fucking minds. I didn't do anything to them.
Okay, I don't know what that's about. But as Kay was just alluding to, then there's the ones that just, they absolutely boggle the mind. Like, that you can get muted for the game that was written and composed. Sorry, you can get muted for music that was written and composed in the game that you are currently playing. And that really feels like it's a super solvable situation. If you are on Twitch and you set your game category to The Last of Us, and then the stream detects music from The Last of Us, it sort of feels like it would make the reasonable assumption that that music was authorized. And of course, as people will do, if you find an example of people abusing that, then you can take action on it. It just seems like it would be reasonable to say, okay, that's doable. Unless Sony or Naughty Dog or somebody else
Here's hoping
is actually doing that copyright strike and saying, cut it out. Oh, was there a flashing icon? I didn't see it again. Can't see much of anything anymore. It's possible that I'm blind. It's a very lovely morning, though. Or evening, now that I look at it.
I wasn't sure you'd show. Grab a seat. We need to talk.
I'm trying. Reed, I'm really sorry. I can't. I don't know how. Reed, I don't know. Hold on. We were almost there.
First met right on this court. That why we're here? To say goodbye?
We'll see. Goodbyes come in all shapes and sizes, hues and tones. V, I'm gonna come out and say it. You failed as an FIA-associated operative. You failed me, Alex, Myers, hell, maybe even yourself.
Whoa, no holds barred. Reed,
In spite of that, here we are, watching a ball game, talking. Do you know why?
Cause you need my help again?
Don't kid yourself. The FIA has you tagged as a compromised asset. If Myers' people ever knock on your door again, either run or start shooting.
So what's this about?
You were right. I wanted to tell you in person. You were right, V.
Shit, wasn't expecting that.
I'm not surprised. V, I almost lost everything because of you.
Oh, fuck, Reed.
Don't talk. Just listen. I lost partners, friends, the trust of my superiors. Everything I believed in, built my life on, gone in seconds. All because I believed you'd help me save Somi.
Know how it feels to have your world flip upside down. Also know that a flip like that makes change easier. Think you needed it, Reed.
That's why I said I think you were right. I got nothing to lose now. I might be able to gain something for once, though. All because of you, or thanks to you. Not sure which is more fitting.
And so me. Any idea gonna get some funeral at least?
Somi's been dead for years, officially. There's a grave in Calvary, New York, with her name on it. We actually went there once. Song, Alex and me. We laid flowers, dripped some whiskey on the grave. No need to imagine her. She was right there.
I'm sorry.
In any case, they'll never put former FIA agent Songbird in the ground. Groom Lake is a facility. They're extracting all they can, but it's all the same to her now.
Huh. Myers only pretended she'd take care.
No, she did. She is. Just in her own way. Only way she knows how.
Myers must be livid.
Even if she is, she hides it well, behind a toothy smile. She has direct lines to Night City's biggest players. Hanson's dead, and shit's about to go down in Dogtown. She's already convinced Congress the mess in Night City was targeted, controlled, and, ultimately, a resounding success. They'll award her a second Purple Heart. She'll accept in a teary-eyed speech in which she's sure to remind everyone that Kennedy only got one.
And that's why I hate politics. So what'll you do now? Plans? Schemes? What?
Washington beckons, likely for a stern audience with Her Majesty, then relegation to a desk at Langley. Maybe scribbling on whiteboards, flipping through slides, feeding fresh recruits horseshit, among other humiliations. They already booked me to Red Eye, NC to DC direct.
Plan to get on it?
Good question. Should I?
Langley? Shit, sounds like more punishment. 7 years sleep wasn't enough? Gonna let him keep sweeping shit under the rug?
That's the job. It's thankless. The very nature of it.
Still making excuses for him, huh?
Them, maybe. Not for myself. Not anymore.
What's the plan, then?
I don't know what I'll do. And I'm all right with that. Forgot how that felt, but I really fucking missed it. So thanks.
Don't sweat it. Buy me a brosif sometime.
I'm afraid there won't be a next time. You know that. Take care, V. I'm gonna hang back a little.
I feel bad that he feels like the fact that V failed as an FIA agent. I could not care less. That's not to say. What I mean by that is V made the very best decision that she could with the information that she had in an environment where everyone was lying to her. And ultimately, her choice was made out of compassion for somebody that she perceived to be deeply suffering and who specifically asked for help with that. So actually that goes to Llewellyn's question. What choice did you make? So again, spoiler alert, but I mean, I don't know how much. We're episode 23, kids. It's going to be spoilery time. The decision that V made was I guess, chose to go with Reed, which I'm not 100% sure like when that choice was made, but I guess that's what we chose. And then when we went down into the core and Somi was there, we chose to assist her with putting an end to her suffering because she was really in a bad way. And everybody was mad about that, except for V. I mean, V has made peace with the choice that she made because she wasn't in it for the NUSA. She wasn't in it for the FIA. She doesn't care about Meyer's re-election campaign and isn't even particularly interested in the threat from beyond the Black Wall because V is due to die any day. So what V did was to honor the last wishes of somebody who knew, who tried to do it herself, didn't have the strength to do it, and then V came along and said, I will help you with this. Did our best to like talk her through it, but when that was the choice, that was the choice.
Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function? Please jump to confirm. New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Choom.
All right, let's see if we can deliver this. Let's F5 it really quick first.
Relations have determined that you are listening to
Real beauty, isn't she? Grab the cords to my drop spot and fly.
Do that on purpose.
Okay, the GPS has to work itself out here. So when Reed is like, you know, well, you failed as an FIA agent, it's like, well, okay, that's fine. But what I do feel bad about is that, like, Reed feels like he's lost so much. And he's just dealing from a very different position than V is. V was loyal to her employer. She had savings, she had an account, she did everything that she was supposed to at Arasaka, and in exchange, they fired her, zeroed out her bank account, and left her with nothing. So, for V, loyalty to a large organization that's after something bigger than just V's life, that's just not something that she's very interested in. Now here's Reed, who had some, and he talked about it at the time. So when I say some sort of operation, I mean, he talked it through. But he had this operation in his past that went bad. He accepted the blame for it, went dark. Officially speaking, as far as anybody else in the world knows, including his people on his own crew like Alex, he betrayed everybody, and it was his fault that everything went south, even though it's stated, or at least heavily implied, that that's not actually true. And then just basically rolled over and played dead for 7 years. And then when the president just happened to crash in his neighborhood, which was one of the reasons why I was a little bit leery about Reed, like, that seems astonishingly convenient, doesn't it? But here he is. He gets up and he reactivates, and his only concern is helping out Myers. I mean, that's not strictly true. He wanted to help out So-Mi. Sorry. Really making a mess of this car. But the point is, he's at least concerned about what Myers thinks. He wants to win her approval. He wants to do good work for the FIA. And for V, that's just like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, they absolutely burned you. Why would you care what they think anymore?
Piss someone off.
So, I absolutely do not know what the hold left and right is. Hold on, let's draw a weapon. Okay, well, I mean, this is the trouble with trying to drive and shoot.
Fun fact. The bottom holds 5 liters of blood.
Final stretch now, just lose the company.
Trying. Can I, like, hide right here, maybe? Oh, is this it?
Oh, yeah, I knew I picked the right merc for the gig. My man will take care of the rest. Check the drop point, your reward. Just don't spend it all on XPDs and glitter.
Autofixer discount extravaganza. Wow, I'm glad I didn't buy a lot of cars. Activate in the Autofixer net page and enjoy better vehicle prices. I wonder if that's on your next purchase or forever. Okay, that's fine. Money shard, always take those. Who was it, Kay earlier that said that Capitan pays pretty well? Yeah, that was a good cache of stuff. Okay. Journal. So, oh, and I did also see as soon as I sat down, or maybe it was as soon as Reed was present. So, Kay, what was the bug? Oh, Kay was enjoying imagining that from Reed's perspective. I'm still going to save it over a different save just in case. But what was the bug? Like, Reed just, he's physically not there and he never shows up or something? Oh, there's crime? I'll do crime. I gotta shoot people with, I don't know that I have to shoot people with, Skippy, but I cannot imagine what else would trigger the quest. And he's got a little exclamation point on him.
Installing update. This may take several minutes.
Got it, country!
Yeah.
Let's Well, hold on. I was good with the weapon glitch on that guy. So I noticed that it's not doing the slow-mo thing. I don't know if that's a Skippy feature or if... there's something else going on. But normally it would do the slow-mo if I was aiming while also doing the dodge. Okay, I did pick up a thing though, so hopefully it's gonna come up. The archive conversation. Job's done. Kay's saying Reed just T-posed in the basketball court and App couldn't interact with him at all. Kay, that sucks. Was he able to like look up online what had happened? Like, was he able to like get some closure on that? Dean Simmons says, what do I do? Bill says, get the fuck out of town. Dean says, the hell, it wasn't me who talked. I always gave you those transports. Why the fuck would I snitch? Why? Bill says, Choom, I know you didn't mean to, but the boys don't get it. The transport you gave them was supposed to be clean, but it had hustle all over it. Dean Simmons says, but I didn't know. Bill says, I know, but the kids are dead, and you know how it goes. 6th Street thinks it was your fault, and they won't let that go. Dean says, the fuck? Bill says, you gotta run. I mean it. As a friend, run. Dean has family here. Bill says, we'll leave them. They'll all be fine, and that's a promise. Well, hopefully the person that we pulled that shard off of was Bill and not his family. Because if Bill didn't run, well, he had ample warning. But if his family didn't run, it doesn't seem like they were going to get any sort of a warning. Oh, something new. Forrest Lee says they wiped some of our guys. Chris wants to know who. Forrest says fuckers in that Corpo transport. Chris says wasn't supposed to be any fucking hustle on that thing. I don't know what hustle is. Like heat? Is that what we're thinking of? Like people paying attention to it, people on the lookout? Forrest says that it was Corpo soldiers plus a damn drone. Chris says shit. Who told us to grab that transport? Forrest says Dean Simmons. Chris says you know what to do. Forrest says yeah. All right, let's get to... I don't feel like I care about the map very much. I want to do a mission, like a mission, a story mission. So we're going to go do that. And I might need to break down some stuff. So it keeps pressing me to do meet Hanako at Embers. We've also got this. Oh, this was a Phantom Liberty. Yeah, but this is a gig. Let's do this in a bit. Like I'm going to do this, but maybe not just now. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. War pigs. Right, this was a Corpo thing. Let's do this. A voice from beyond the grave, a promise of dirt on old enemies. I'll admit I'm a little curious, but in your shoes, I'll be careful with this one. Corpos are like wasps, they can sting even after they're dead. Okay, now this is 2.5 kilometers away. Oh, really? Look, there's a side job. It's right here. What do you want? I was looking for a fast travel position, but... New vehicles available for purchase. If you're looking to buy a vehicle, simply hop onto the AutoFixer net page to browse what's currently available. Really, is it unlocking mounted or like gun weapons? Vehicle weapons now? That just seems a little late. Maybe it's because of the missions that I'm doing now for what's his face. But no, I want to go check out what this is.
Provides 330% recommended daily vitamin. What can I get for you? Something hot, cold, coffee, liquor.
Got time for a quick one. Tiancho, do the trick.
Everyone listen up! This is a fucking robbery! Mr. Slick, behind the counter? Yeah, you! Shut the fuck up! Put your hands up where I can see them. The rest of you, stay where you are! And don't fucking move a muscle! If I hear so much as a peep, you're only getting a side order of lead! We clear? Wallet's on the table! Keep your mouth shut and nobody gets hurt!
I don't see any reason for me to be involved in this. How are you doing? Like, I can kill them with a glance if you want.
You're dead, bitch!
The fuck? I am a random patron. I don't know what I did to earn this guy's ire. Hold on. I just really need to turn off the weapon of the guy behind you. Okay, there we go. Okay, this seems ineffective for some reason. Let's...
All the years I've been running this place, nothing like... They're all dead. Was it worth it just to save a couple of eddies? Get out! Get out already!
I tried everything I could to just be the calmest person in this room. Well, then you can clean up the bodies yourself. I'll take the goodies. I really don't understand how I got in trouble for that, but whatever. It's his establishment. He gets to set the rules. All right, now, no, we're not going to meet Hanako. We're going to go do the War Pigs. That War Pigs. Llewellyn says people usually unlock that much earlier. Yeah, I wound up doing like all the side quests out like in the boonies here, out to the Far East. Those were the ones that I did the earliest because I was hanging out with what's-her-face? Pan Am. And then every once in a while she'd be like, hey, hit me up in like 3 days. So V would grab herself like a room at the motel and go do all the side gigs like around that area. So there's a lot in sort of like central Night City that like they're all clustered together because they're just areas that V hasn't spent very much time in. Muscle is protection / armed mercs. Okay. Like, I guess it's just the way that it's being used. Like, if somebody said, oh, the hired muscle or something, I would know exactly what that means. If somebody had, like, a vehicle with muscle on it, that's just a different expression of that. Is catching me off guard. Also, the fog and the haze in this game really looks stupendous.
Fucked up!
Kay is saying that YouTube the video of the ending off stream. He could never close it out in this game. It was super frustrating. That sucks.
Miss the warmth of the corporate lab? That unique thrill of internal power struggles?
Hold on, we'll talk to him. Yeah, I tried to pull my katana in the diner, and it didn't come out. Also, I mean, yeah, the sniper rifle's super, but that's what we should have there.
What? Got a score to settle is all.
Aha! I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Rats still in the race.
Don't you need to be somewhere else? Your piece need oiling? Guitar need tuning, maybe?
I get it, fine. I'm gonna go take a piss.
You do that.
Empty. Damn.
Hello, V. Man, time flies.
Inferred death just ain't what it used to be.
Keyword, inferred. But Abernathy is purging the depth. Purged me. They took my house, accounts, implants. But I'm not done. Gonna prove she was wrong about me. Shove it down her throat.
Ah, so you make your move stepping on me. Gonna serve my head up on a silver platter. And you think Abernathy will welcome you back, arms outstretched?
That's about the size of it. Now turn. Hands on your head. Hop to it.
Well, we're not doing that.
Should've checked my schedule. Got plans for this evening.
Mm-hmm. Namely?
About to find out.
Okay, I mean, you can do that, but we're going to turn off your eyes, your cyberware, we're going to deafen you, and I'm going to stab you with this.
Nothing like running into old friends and reminiscing, huh? Ah, the golden olden days.
Not in the mood, Johnny.
Should be. Look at your luck. I mean, could have wound up all jittery like him. Have a nice night, V. I'll be at home.
At least Johnny is finding ways to entertain himself that isn't just like, I don't know, leering at V from the corner of her peripheral vision all of the time, or I don't know, just like when she thinks, you know, it's quiet, coming up behind her going, boom! Okay, that was super quick. So, we got this, by the way, and I didn't read it yet. Ashley doesn't want to lose his gig. I get it. Be a chum, wipe that data for him. Plus, gonna land yourself a pretty sick reward for what little elbow grease you're putting in. And man, I gotta hand it to these Frenchies. They had preem taste in wheels. I'd plant my ass in that driver's seat any day. Rocker boy approved. Let's read the message, though. My name's Ashley. We ain't met. If all goes well, never will. Did some digging in the net to find you. Man, what a mess you made. And on my watch. Car and exotics, system breach, Grand Theft Auto, all one big steaming pile of shit you dumped in my backyard. But we're chill. We set things right, and you get back that preem ride you jack. Sounds good. Sounds good. Who are you? I'm a net runner contracted by Charon Exotics, and you went crashing through my code while I was working a side gig. Let my guard down. This could be a reference to some earlier gig that I absolutely don't remember at this point. I've stolen a number of different cars. I don't remember one specifically for Charon Exotics. So this is blackmail and offer, a friendly heads up, someone's gunning for me. Def and offer, 1000%. Fuck Charon Exotics. Fuck their car. Cleaning up this mess will be easier if I never see it again. I'm out of the job if you don't help. Cutting a deal just makes sense for the both of us. This seems fine, as long as I'm not going back on a previous contract. Quick version, you wipe the car's data banks, I give my blessing and she's all yours. Oh, okay, that works out for everybody. I get you access to the car, you scrub it. Vehicle ID, car and exotic soft, anything that might link it back to the corp, all of it bleached, the squeakiest of cleans. By wiping the ID while in the garage, the system will flag the car for a registration error. You'll open the gate, expecting you to leave and re-enter to try again. Except you won't. System error, out the door, ID wiped, abracadabra, gone, the car won't exist. Well, I don't want to actually pass. I'm curious why this person doesn't do it himself, but I'd be a gonk not to. Fucking Nova. Sending coords for the elevator by the stadium entrance. I'll open it once you're there. Ping you when you're on site. Okay, so that is... Oh, and then there's this. Auto fixes my pride and joy. Client list is stretched out longer than Alvarado tuna boot. Oh, so it does say the discount only applies once. He's very clear on that. Always appreciated. Oh, wait. Damn it. Okay. See, you and me, we get each other. Okay.
No. Interesting.
I'm gonna stop at this clothing store. I don't really expect to come up with anything that I want.
How's life?
No. No. If there were, like, glowy clothes, I think I said this in a much earlier episode, if they had, like, LED, like, neon-rimmed clothes like they had in that, thing, if I ever see those, I might get something like that. Okay. Our next goal is not Hanako. We're going to... No, hold on. I want to go do the quest that we just read about. Not that one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so now we're just gonna find ourselves a fast travel point, and we'll go get that car. And if this subterfuge mission... Okay, I don't have anything to do with you. I don't know why you're coming after me. If the subterfuge mission turns out to be a double cross, then it can be an assassination mission. We'll go find Ashley. That's fine. This guy wants to text V just, you know, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, some random day, and say, oh, I've got this awesome job for you. You can have this car if you just help me out. Okay. Okay.
My dear V, how would you like to do a good deed? Earn a quick Euro buck over what you usually earn. A piece of hot lead in the gut. A terrorist organization, the Crimson Harvest, plans to detonate a bomb at Biotechnica's HQ in Berlin. I know that because Nell Springer, my client, is one of them. She needs your help foiling the plot. Interested? See the attachment for details.
Well, I mean, conceivably, but I was in the middle of something. Like, them blowing up Biotechnica, that's a biotechnical problem. They probably hire people to take care of that. Yes, hold on. We're gonna do this. Now, that said, if that bomb hasn't gone off by the time that we've finished... No, I'm not a big fan of cameras. Actually, I'm a huge fan of cameras. I just don't like them when they're pointing at me. Okay. Geez, you always move in slow-mo. The faster the better with this. You get me? Or your brain move in slow-mo too. Opening the way now. Got eyes on you through the cams. Just FYI, so you don't freak out or whatever. You need to reach the panel that'll open the gate to the inner garage, and don't get seen, please. I'll be watching in... Holy shit, my pizza's there. Here. Don't let it get cold. Okay. It sucks that he has control of the cameras, because usually I like to use those. Okay, back. Just remember to keep a low profile. We're trying to solve a problem, not make a new one. Keep your eyes glued. I'll be sending you tips. Just remember, once you're in, ain't no going back. Gonna cut off the elevator to keep my surprises, any surprises from showing up. All good. Gonna need a yes if you're nodding off. If I call this guy Noober, is anybody gonna remember that reference from the original Baldur's Gate? Like this guy who just like is super annoying and won't leave you alone. I think his name was Noober, wasn't it? Hello to Donk! Donk, how's your Saturday going? All's clear. Let me work in peace. Okay, can I go in now? Are we still... Is he gonna text us 8 more times? Donk, I hope you're having a great weekend so far, and also I've been enjoying the streams that you've been doing with Chivalry on, I think, mostly Thursdays. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to crawl through all sneaky-like a snake. Ha ha. Ping, but also mark. By the way, Donk, I don't know if you remember, but you were the one who recommended, like, setting dodge to, like, mouse 5, and it has been on mouse 5 the entire time since then. It was a very good recommendation. Don't raise the alarm optional. Well, I'd really like to not raise the alarm if we could avoid it. fuck? Well, that's a problem. Can I... Nope, too late for that.
Don't stop. Are you happy with the autonomous shooting function? Please jump to confirm.
Okay, well, I'm bad at stealth. This one, I'm just gonna take the L on it. How's the cybering? Cybering is going really, really well. I continue to enjoy this game a great deal. As of the last episode, we finished up the main storyline in Phantom Liberty, which I enjoyed a lot. What is it telling me that I can or should do here? Well, we're gonna take that and break it down for parts. Yeah, I went to, like, I probably shouldn't have tried to sneak through this room. I thought maybe I could just, like, sneak past this guy. He was watching the TV. No big deal. And, of course, he turned right around. Oh, and also, Donk, I was today years old when I found out that there's a whole, like, car thievery thing that you can do in Dogtown, which I was never doing because I didn't recognize that that was a thing.
Stop your vehicle.
It's mostly the turret. Let's just turn it off for now. I don't know why I'm suddenly going to be a little bit more cautious about just gunning everybody down. Surely we could distract somebody.
Hello. Anyone here?
Of course, right. Damn it. It's always funny.
That dude wanted me to get through all this without raising an alarm. Boy, that's a crappy distraction. I'm just saying that he doesn't seem to be aware of me. Very engaged in this turret.
out and play, you little cunt.
Uh-oh. Maybe I can distract him?
Am I tripping?
Come on! Come on! Show your...
Well, I really don't know how I got away with that. But I did. Okay, messages. Your winner. Implants for cheap. Let's create something beautiful. No, trash. All right. Let's open the gate. By the way, Donk, my memory is that your, like, busy time for you at work might be right around now. So I hope that it's not too bad. I hope that, you know, everything's getting handled. It's certainly been super busy where I work. And that is to be expected at this time of year. I'd say we're probably about a third of the way through, like, the super busy time. And right around, like, mid-November is when it's gonna hopefully chill out again. That feels like a very long way away right now. No, I need a BD. That felt wasteful, but we got there. Dong said they just had graduation last night. Yeah, here where I am, it's a big. I feel like I'm not going to be able to put that in my pocket. There's just been a big like a big surge in
good day.
Hiring, which is like really good. Like it's a good thing. Ow. What am I getting? Whatever. But it's just a lot to sort of like
crazy bitch.
Manage all at once. Nope. Nope.
Fucking netrunner.
Okay, maybe we just go around them.
Nah, no chance.
But Dog, you're very familiar with this game. The dashing, that caused sound, right? Oof. Like, moving while crouched is silent-ish. However, doing the dash under any circumstances does make noise, and you can, like, sonic shock people so that they won't be able to hear it. That's my understanding anyway. Okay. Donk did very little stealth. Yeah, my character dies to a harsh sneeze, so I try to stay out of open combat much of the time. That said, she's not particularly intimidated by people with guns. Okay, why is this cyber ninja just hanging out here? If I could get eyes on him for like a split second, then I would probably memory wipe. There, fuck this guy. There we go. Okay, now I'm packed, so we're just gonna break a bunch of this down. And take all the crafting materials, because ultimately, if there's one more thing that's gonna happen, if there's one more thing that's gonna happen for V in terms of like spending money, I'd like to buy more cars, checking out the other apartments, that'd be fun, but I really want to continue to upgrade any of her. That obviously we hold on to, and this. I really want to upgrade her cyberware, and I'd still love to get that, like, Defendatron or whatever it was called. But I kind of feel like her cyberware capacity is at its absolute maximum level. Like, I don't think that I can get it up, so I'd have to take out something else. And the trouble is, man, I really like all the stuff that she's got. Power pistol, yeah. Alright, power revolver we can ditch. Smart shotgun, again, I do kind of like to hold on to those. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that. And then we've got all of these rando melee weapons. Pretty cool katana, but not as good as the katana that I've already got. You get a discount for every car theft mission, and I think you get a free car at 10, so it's very worth it. I would like to do those. There is... Hold on. Okay, can I get across this way, or are we... There's also, you can see on the mini-map, yeah, there's somebody having a smoke back there. And somebody coming this way. I don't know how I'm not supposed to get real loud here. Can we practice... That's 150 headshot multiplier. This one here is 200 headshot multiplier. And this one also has a discrete silencer. Oh, and I didn't even look at this before. We can put an attachment on it. I do think that Advantage is my friend. Or Handyman is better than that. We'll go with Handyman. Or, you know what? This is going to be fine. So maybe I plug this guy in the head from here. Nice and quiet-like. Or alternatively, I can shoot him in his weakness, but... Oh, maybe I can just make him turn around. That also works. Yeah, let's try distract enemies.
Securing the perimeter.
Dude, how did I make this worse? Here, let's just sonic shock him.
Better cooperate.
Okay, is this it? Can we do the thing now? Get in the car, all right. Apparently the passenger side is locked.
Come out. Let's talk.
Pretty
wheels. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, under the steering wheel, jack in. Need to use your personal. Okay. Now I'm feeling a little bit weirded out by this dude.
Ready to roll or what?
Relax.
Yeah, Donk, I was just saying that, like, when we got the vehicle discount, I was like, oh, that's awesome. Thank God I haven't, like, bought most of the vehicles that I want to get. Okay, is this open, or... Okay.
Let me see him inside.
Okay, can we duck? Holy shit! Okay, this sucks. None of these are on. Okay.
Closing in.
Really should have had that loaded. Okay. Ugh. Hold on. I didn't think it would, you know, explode on contact. Okay, that sniper has got to stop it. Oof. Okay. So, I do not know what the plan was when we got into the car to drive out, except to make sure that everybody was dead. And I get like this text from Ashley, who's like super pissed off, like, oh, I wanted it quiet. Okay, well, that's not gonna happen. Whoa, there's a big raid. Hello to Apnilla and everybody raiding over. Let me pause here for a second. Apnilla, how was Star Wars Outlaws? I know that you were feeling very, very frustrated by some of the forced stealth moments. Also, just to confirm what you had said, yes, I watched a video from Digital Foundry, and they confirmed that there does appear to be some sort of rendering bug with the main character's hair, where almost regardless of settings on PC, it just looks fizzly. It doesn't seem to render properly. I think in cutscenes specifically, they were saying. I think it was in cutscenes, but they sort of went through it and said these are patchable issues, and they just appear to be a bit fluky with how it's rendering certain things. But other than that, I've been trying to help keep an eye on chat while also not seeing too much of the game, and I trust you had a really fun time with it. The more time I'm putting in with it, the more I'm loving the game. The pros majorly outweigh the cons. Hold on, let's definitely get some shout-outs here. Hold on. We'll do one for Raz and also for Apnilla, of course. 247. There we go. Yeah, Raz, also, Wrath of the Righteous does look like a great game. So you guys have come in the middle of what was originally going to be like a sneaky mission, and then I wound up having to shoot a lot of people in the face, and now we're trying to get out of this parking garage, and so far it's not going super smooth. Tried to do that before. This person was blinded as of a few moments ago. Now he's going to be rather more dead. And we're just going to turn that camera off because that's been a problem. Alright, so we've done that. I did turn that off, yeah? Okay. But yeah, app, so quick spoiler alert. Oh, hello to Platform Platypus! Sorry, the individual that we're missing for the meeting for the first time is Platform Platypus. And thank you very much for the follow! To Pirate Percy's. App, since we're here, and a quick warning to everybody, so I'm very deep into the game, episode 23. I want to just share with App how Phantom Liberty went down. We've been talking about it some of this episode. So, App, my understanding is that we arrived at a very similar, if not identical, ending. And what was interesting is that there were a couple people in chat who said that they'd never seen, like, the ending that I went down. But apparently you and I made a series of similar decisions. And again, I'm going to give everybody a quick chance to mute out if they don't want any information about the Phantom Liberty DLC. But I made the very tough choice to help end Somi's suffering because she asked me to, and I felt like it was appropriate. But I said at the time that this was not a decision that was being made flippantly or out of curiosity. I earnestly felt like it was the correct thing for App to do. Appnil is saying apparently the endings that we got are not the common ending, which is I made all of the best decisions that I could with the information that I had. Like I'm pleased to say that I came into this completely unspoiled and then executed on, well, based on what I know, the logs I've read, the conversations I've had, my understanding of the characters, this seems like the right way to go. And I will say that I talked a lot about it last episode, so I won't rehash it all here. There was an earlier decision on whether or not to upload this ICE virus to SoMe, and I was undecided right up to the moment. Like, I really struggled with that one. I didn't know which way to go, and ultimately I did wind up attempting to upload the virus, and I mean, App, you saw what happened from there, because I take it you did the same thing. It was just, a lot to...
Someone shot!
A lot to process in sometimes a very short amount of time. And especially when the design is for, like, this to be a timed thing, I try not to pause it and, like, go through it, because it's like, well, no, I'm supposed to make this decision in this amount of time, and it can... I really wasn't sure. Like, that was one of those cases where the timer damn near hit the bottom before it was like, okay, well, I guess we'll do it this way. Gotta go with your gut, yeah. Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Phantom, App is saying, hold on, we gotta, easy enough. Phantom Liberty, in my opinion, is one of the best DLCs I've experienced so far. It's right up there with The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. Yeah, The Witcher 3, I've heard you speak highly of The Witcher 3 DLCs, and I'm firmly with you on that. One thing that I don't know about The Witcher DLCs, I just want to see what this guy's complaint is. I wanted quiet and unseen. What I got was more fucking problems, enough to keep me jammed up for hours. You like the attention so much, have more of it. Oh, so he does turn on us. All of Hansen's peeps nearby just got a friendly ping from me. Have fun, bitch. Error, invalid number. Okay, well, I mean, I'm just gonna have to kill my way out of here then. Also, this camera angle is really something. So, I do feel like I need to be out of the car in order to deal with this. Oh, did we... Hold on, did we really? Oh, he's really bad at notifying the cops and everything. Yeah, we're just gonna make this be our friend. Yeah, Blood and Wine is... I mean, it's borderline like The Witcher 3.5. I mean, it's almost, it puts a lot of other companies' DLC offerings to absolute shame with how much content there is. Oh wait, we can make that be a friend. Hold on. I don't need to shoot that. Also, App, or anybody coming over for what it's worth, my character is very heavy into smart guns. Well, okay, so how it went down is I started getting high into, like, reflexes and intelligence, and then from there got very much into the hacking and also very much into the smart weapons. I would really like what's under your butt. There we go. Now, that said, I like first-person shooters. I don't tend to be very good at them, but the smart weapons have been a lot of fun just because I feel like that is borderline unique to this game. Hold on, how do I not have that weapon? There was what, that, oh gosh. There was like a Ratchet and Clank game, and then there was one other that I'm trying to think of that had that sort of like tracing bullet, like tracking bullet, but in terms of like just it being like a central theme of like your character class, I cannot think of another game that's done this. Really, with this.
The side, fuckers! Flank! Gonna hit them from the side!
No thank you.
Message to user. Thanks, June.
Okay, I would prefer not to get killed by this guy, though. Hey, Sir Raiden Lurk, but needs food. Completely understood. Thank you very much for the raid. Donk also agrees with the Phantom Liberty being a spectacular DLC. And Kate says, I never use them. That'll be my next playthrough. Yeah, I'm enjoying them for sure. I feel like the big trade-off for them. My friend HW said that the smart weapons do like noticeably less damage. I have to say that I'm really pleased with the amount of damage that mine do. From there, though, they do seem to have like the thing that they're tough to do with is like shoot explosive like tanks in the area and stuff. Now my character can just hack those, so it's not that big of a deal. But in terms of like you see a guy that's taking a step back next to like an acetylene tank or something, it's not as natural to shoot it.
Is our target still breathing? Fast is in gear now.
With your regular gun. You can with a smart gun. It just sometimes has a habit of going a little bit askew. Oh, I was really hoping to get away before they saw me. That's no problem. I mean, it's a big problem. The other thing that I've really enjoyed about App's Star Wars Outlaw streams is his discovery that the game runs really, really well, because looking at the specs put out by... So I don't give a shit about this car at all. I don't think that I get to keep it. Well... Hold on. I feel like we can probably... Sorry. What I was about to say is that looking at the system specs put out by Ubisoft, they seem to be really, really high. And yeah, in the Digital Foundry tech breakdown, they were talking about this game has some features that are simply not designed for this generation of graphics cards, but maybe like the next series. You know, they tried to future-proof it some. I don't know if I can maybe hop out here, just take a knee behind some rebar and they won't find me for a while. Yeah, this is a nice quiet place. Gosh, it's 10:31. I feel like this might be as far as we can go. We started a little bit late, and if I stay up, I really hope to do at least one more sort of like mainline story mission. That was the other thing I would have shared with App, that Kay had shared, that he had some stability problems with that Reed mission. And I'm very glad that I didn't have that. Okay, well, let's at least get lined up for what the next mission will be, right? So we're going to go here, and I'm going to switch back to my katana. Normally I have this guy out. If anybody in chat hasn't seen it, it's a pretty cool one. And yeah, for now, I'll keep firing with Skippy every once in a while. Seems okay. And yeah, we've got our Sidewinder. If I could ever find an iconic smart assault rifle, I would surely use it, but I want to say that none have shown up so far. I've got smart assault rifles, and I've got iconic assault rifles, but I don't have one that is both. I may have just sold my smart shotgun, but that's okay. We haven't had an occasion to use it. This one is, yeah, not a fan of that one. I started out, by the way, all power. Like, that was... I was going with power, but I guess power weapons have this, like, ricochet mechanic, and if I ever used it once, it was not on purpose. Like, I was never, like, aware of that being a thing. So, let's check out what our next quest is gonna be. I'm inclined towards Hanako at the Embers. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one yet. We'll circle back for Bree's apartment later on. I cannot possibly imagine what Bess Isis is going to... Like, when this person is going to come along. That's not a request for spoiler yet. It's just we've been doing missions for weeks, and Bess Isis just has no interest in calling back. Yeah, that sounds like final mission stuff, and don't tell me, but we'll go to that one a little bit later. We could go do... this one. I legitimately don't know if that is a main story mission. And I'm okay with it, with not knowing that. So yeah, let's go get set up for this one. Patikin, thank you so much for the resubscription. Patikin, if I can ask, what was the movie that you got to watch? We were talking a little bit earlier about the movie Predestination that we got to watch this past week. It has Ethan Hawke and an actor named Sarah Snook, I'm going to go with. I have never seen her anything before, but that's because it turns out that I have not watched Succession. I guess she plays a major character in Succession, like won an Emmy for it. So yeah, no, they brought the star power. And oops, that's the thing about Predestination. Like, it's a very low budget movie and doesn't look like it, and it doesn't act like it. It is punching above its weight in terms of like the quality of the performances. And I don't know, for a movie that probably cost like 3 credit cards worth of maxed out in order to actually produce it, I enjoyed it well enough. I just don't have a lot to say about it one way or the other. It doesn't get into like the mechanics of the it's called Predestination, so sharing that it's a time travel story is, you know, I don't think any great surprise. But yeah, we're going to call it there and bounce out and raid on. If App were still here, I would ask who his second choice would have been to who to raid over, but we can check some of the common targets and then see who might be live. From there, though, we're going to bounce out to the main menu, and thank you guys very, very much for joining for episode 23. Patin said that he was watching a movie called 57 Seconds. It was fun to watch. Also, Raz saying, I prefer to have the ability to shoot through cover, and the shock AoE from the tech weapons with smart weapons is really fun to watch. I have never, just as a tip, just as like a fact, I don't think I've fired a tech weapon yet. I've always had something else. So like my distaste for tech weapons is born out of nothing more than I've sort of committed to this build and I don't want to encounter something that I enjoy more and then feel bad about this build. If I was to do another playthrough, I think I'd want to do like shotguns and tech weapons. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, let's call it here for this episode. This was a lot of fun and a great way to kick off our 3-day weekend. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.